Hi, everybody. Welcome to the WVLT Newsroom. I am here to talk about some holiday travel. Just taking a look at some numbers here from the FAA. They expect that this year is going to be one of the busiest years in the last 15 years for holiday travel as we get into the Thanksgiving and then Christmas holidays. And to sort of prepare you for that and get an idea of what you might need to know before you head out to the Alcoa area and McGhee Tyson Airport, I've got Becky Huckabee here with us. How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing good. Just wanted
Good.
to chat with you a little bit about what folks can expect at the airport this week and what they might need to know as far as travel, that sort of thing goes, and maybe some tips or tricks you might be able to offer to folks. So, to start
Sure.
us off here, what are you expecting as this holiday week raises its weary head?
Well, we are expecting quite a few people to come through the airport over the next week. This is typically one of the busiest traveled holiday seasons for any airport. We will see a increase in passengers on Wednesday, Sunday, and Monday when we know that most people will be traveling. And so we are doing lots of things. We have extra customer service agents here on staff to help with the transition for the holiday. We're encouraging people to come out to the airport at least 2 hours before their scheduled departure. And then also to visit flyknoxville.com where they can see what parking availability is available. It could let you know ahead of time if any of our lots should be closed for any reasons. And that way you would be able to make plans regarding parking before you even leave the house.
So that's a good point. I was going to bring this up too with parking. You guys are in the middle of a pretty big parking renovation project going on. Talk to me a little bit about what folks might need to expect that may be different from other years as far as parking is concerned, that sort of thing, as a part in your progress.
Sure. So we are in the process of building a 3,600 space parking garage right next to the terminal building. So we do have some roadway area closures that will maybe slow down your circle time around the airport. That's why we ask you to make sure you know which lot you're wanting to park at before you get to the airport. That will help speed up your process. For example, we're finding that the quickest way to get in and out of the facility to either pick someone up or to get to your flight is to go past the main entrance on Alcoa Highway and take the Hunt Road exit and park in Economy Lot C, which is one of the more affordable parking options, but it is supported by a shuttle service that will drop you off right at the terminal building. And it is a fast and quick way to get in and out of the facility.
So speaking of that, the construction and the progress we're making here at McGhee Tyson, that sort of thing, y'all have been working on I believe it's the escalator down to
Yeah.
baggage claim and that sort of thing. Talk a little bit about, do you foresee that having any sort of big impact on travel in a busy week like this? What should folks know about that when they get, either when they land back after their holiday trip or when they're headed out here in the next couple days?
Sure. So we have replaced both of our escalators here at the airport. They had been functioning for almost 20 years nonstop, 24 hours a day, and they got tired. And so we were having them replaced. We are scheduled to open the up escalator tomorrow, actually, before the big push, and then the down escalator will be available the second week of December, still within that holiday travel season. So we're hoping that project will be wrapped up really soon. It's just one of many things that the airport is doing as part of its 10-year flight plan concept, which is looking at expanding our checkpoint, adding additional restrooms and concessions and options. It's expanding gate areas. So it's one of many projects that are going to be over $700 million investment at McGhee Tyson Airport over the next 10 years.
Yeah, we talk about here in the newsroom when we're talking about the shows that we're going to put on, the stories we're going to follow. We talk about growth all the time here in
Yeah.
Knoxville. So it's good to know that the airport is getting ahead of it a little bit. We got some projects going on, even if it does mean that we're going to have some changes to how we travel. Let me ask you this. Do you have any tips and tricks for the best travel days, best travel times? We always hear some days are busier than others, some you might be able to get by a little bit easier. Do you see any trends like that coming up on these big holiday spikes?
Well, during Thanksgiving, it's very condensed. Typically, people leave at the same time and return. But then once we get past Thanksgiving, it's really spread out throughout the month of December into January. So, what I would tell you is if you're traveling during Thanksgiving, you want to try to avoid Wednesday, Sunday, or Monday. Those will be the heaviest travel days. If you can make adjustments to your schedule and avoid those, that would be the best. But if you are traveling on those dates, we encourage you to download the app of the airline that you're traveling with so you can get instantaneous information to your phone about your luggage, about your flight, about your connection flight, because we are seeing that there is potential for weather, especially to the Northeast during the Thanksgiving travel period. So you want to make sure that you're checking not only flights here, but also those that are the cities that you're connecting through to make sure that everything is operating on schedule. And we want to make sure that people pack in their carry-on bags any medications or things that they need as soon as they land, because when more people are traveling, more people are also bringing bags, and if your bags are delayed at all, you want to have those things that you need as soon as you arrive. So just be very aware of what you're carrying on as well.
Yeah, great. We're gonna have links to that app you were discussing, and then the your all's dashboard for arrivals, departures, any sort of resources you all have in the WVLT News app, so that folks can hop in there, look at it as easily and as quickly as possible. And I'll capitalize on your statement. Make sure everybody's got the WVLT weather app as we keep track of holiday weather, especially since we've got some stuff moving in. But with all that said, is there anything else you wanted to add? Anything else you think folks should know as we approach this Thanksgiving holiday?
Well, just pack your patience if you're coming out to the airport, because it's going to, especially during peak times, mean longer lines and longer arrival times, making sure you're getting from your vehicle all the way to your airline. And you want to reduce your stress by giving yourself plenty of time to get to the airport. And make sure you also visit tsa.gov, which is a website when you're packing, to be sure that you're not packing something that can't go through the checkpoint if you're trying to carry it on. That will also slow down your process when you go through an airport. So just being prepared generally helps you move through the process a lot quicker.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for joining us and giving people a little bit of help as they move through this, what is probably one of the most stressful weeks for travel.
Yeah, thank you.